Today we'll be evaluating expressions using the four operations and parentheses using order of operations. Let's get started. Let's look at our first example. I have two equations with the same numbers and same operations, only I've changed where the parentheses are. In our first one I have 12 times 5 plus 2. In our second example I have 12 times 5 plus 2. Let's go through each one of these using our order of operations to compare the two. I'm going to start with number 1, and I'm going to write P, E, M, D, A, S on the side. That's going to help me know what order I should do my operations in. Let's start with the P. I notice that I do have parentheses. I have a parenthesis here and a parenthesis here. That means that I'm going to do the operation inside of that first. I know that 5 plus 2 is 7. I'm going to bring down my multiplication and my number 12. So now I have 12 times 7. Next, I don't have any exponents, but I do have multiplication. So I'm going to do 12 times 7, and I know that that equals 84. So the answer to my first equation is 84. Let's look at the second equation. That's 12 times 5 plus 2. Again, I'm going to write P, E, M, D, A, S on the side. I'm going to start by looking at my P. I do have parentheses. I have parentheses around the 12 times 5. So I'm going to do that first. I know 12 times 5 is 60. I'm going to bring down my addition and my 2, so now I have 60 plus 2. I'm going to look back over here at my PEMDAS. I see that I don't have any exponents, I don't have any multiplication, I don't have any division, but I do have addition. 60 plus 2 is 62. I don't have any subtraction, so my final answer is 62. I know that number 1 was a greater or larger expression because 84 is bigger than 62. Let's look at our second example. I have 4 times 6 plus 2 minus 4. My first step is going to be to write P, E, M, D, A, S on the side. This helps me know what my order of operations are. Let's start with the P. I notice that I do have parentheses. Here are my parentheses, so I'm going to do the operation inside of those parentheses first. 6 plus 2 is 8. Then I'm going to bring down my 4 and my minus 4. I know that I have to do multiplication between my 4 and my 8 because that's what parentheses stand for. Let's look at my next step. I don't have any exponents, but I do have multiplication. I'm going to do multiplication next. I know that 4 times 8 is 32. I'm going to continue to bring down my minus 4. Now I have 32 minus 4. Next, I don't have any division, so I can cross that out. I don't have any addition, so I can cross that out, but I do have subtraction. 32 minus 4 is 28. I know my final answer is 28. Let's look at our third example. 16 minus parentheses 4 minus 4. The first thing I'm going to do is write my P, E, M, D, A, S on the side. I'm going to start by looking at my P for parentheses. I see that I do have parentheses around my 4 minus 4. So that's what I'm going to do first. I know that 4 minus 4 is 0. I'm going to bring down my subtraction and my 16 and look back at my order of operations. I don't have any exponents, so I'm going to cross that out. I don't have any multiplication or division, so I'm going to cross those out. I don't have any addition, but I do have subtraction. 16 minus 0 is 16. So I know my final answer is 16. Let's take a look at our final example. parentheses 5 plus 4 times parentheses 6 plus 2 minus 14. I'm going to start by writing P, E, M, D, A, S on the bottom. I'm going to start by looking at my P, parentheses. I see that I have 2 parentheses. So I'm going to start by going from left to right with my parentheses. I know that 5 plus 4 is 9, and 6 plus 2 is 8. I'm going to bring down my multiplication and my minus 14. Now I'm done with my parentheses. I know I don't have any exponents, but I do have multiplication. I'm going to do that next. I know that 9 times 8 is 72, and I'm going to bring down my minus 14. Now I'm done with my multiplication. I don't have any division, addition, but I do have subtraction. I know that 72 minus 14 is 58. So I know my final answer is 58.